Hey guys, I know the angle of the sun is making this look weird. Today is Wednesday. It's 11:30 and I'm on the way to the doctor. So this cold, or whatever it is, has not really gotten much better. It's just gotten different. So I did take a COVID test this morning. I wasn't thinking it was COVID because if you watched last week, my oldest had gotten sick, and so they took a COVID test and it was negative, and then their cold lasted 4 days, and mine started almost identical to the way theirs started. It started with a really super sore throat. That was like the first day was just a really bad sore throat. And then the second day was when like a runny nose and a bunch of sneezing, and like with colds how it feels like your whole face decides to drain at the same time. It was like that, and it has been, it was for a few days. You might be able to tell, I'm not sure how good you can see, but my nose is like so red and raw from blowing my nose. But so that was like day 2 and 3 for me, and then day 4 started being coughing, all that kind of stuff. Well, I think day 4 might have also been when I woke up and I cannot hear out of this ear. It is like completely clogged. I can't hear out of it. So, and I've been taking a decongestant, hoping, that would clear everything up. But I've just been, my cough has not gotten any better. My congestion has not gotten any better. This ear is driving me nuts. And then this morning, this one started like off and on, getting kind of that same kind of feeling. And and then Brian, he was like, can you please make a doctor appointment? Because he's been worried, because I've been wheezing. And so I took the COVID test. So I called the doctor's office and I let them know that I had taken a COVID test, and she said if I could email her a picture of it, and they could get me in to see a nurse practitioner today. So, which is fine. I mean, they know what they're doing. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go see the nurse practitioner, and then, because I don't know if maybe this has progressed to like bronchitis, and then this ear, it doesn't hurt all the time, but sometimes it starts kind of stinging pretty intensely, and so maybe I have an ear infection. I don't know, but mainly I just kind of want to get my lungs listened to and stuff. So, I mean, and then again, it could just be a cold, plain old cold, and it's just taking me longer to recover from it. My youngest so far hasn't had any symptoms at all of anything, and then Brian, starting yesterday evening, he never got a sore throat. He just started yesterday evening, started having like a cough and a little bit of a runny nose. So I'm hoping he'll just get a mild cold. So we'll see. I swear. I really, really want to get better, because we want to go. It's really sunny out right now. It's like 59. I'm so sorry. But this weekend's supposed to be pretty nice, so we're hoping to get the kayaks out and go to like Lake Jacomo. That's a lake where they don't even allow like they allow motors, but not over I don't know exactly what the horsepower is, but it's like only, like trolling motors, like those little motors that go on like little fishing boats. That's about as big of a motor as they allow. So there's lots of people that like kayak and stuff like that there. And so hoping to get to do that, because it's been this last week and this week, the weather's not really been all that great. It was like, I think it was last week, was it last Tuesday? It got up to like 77. And then that night there was like thunderstorms and stuff. They didn't get severe like where I lived, but in some of the areas around me they did. And then I think there was like a tornado warnings, and maybe like one little tornado that hit like one little area, but no deaths or anything, thank goodness. But then the whole rest of the week, last week, was just in the 30s, and we're just ready for it to get warm and stay warm. Darn it. Seems like the last few vlogs I've focused a lot on the weather, but the weather has a big impact on my mood, and Brian's too, because you know us, we like to be out, in walking or kayaking, or starting last year sea-dooing, starting this year kayaking. We just like to be out there. So anyway, I'm getting ready to pull into the doctor's office, and I'll let you know what I find out. Okay, done. It is now 12:42. My appointment was at 11:50, and I'm sitting here. I'm looking for my keys. They were in the ignition. Bronchitis, but she also took some chest x-rays, or she didn't do them, but the lab x-ray technician did, and she said she would call me later with the results of those. And she said I don't have an ear infection. That should eventually clear up when the rest of this mess clears up. And she called in, or she's calling in, 2 prescriptions, an antibiotic, and then I forgot what she said the other thing was. But 2 prescriptions. And she said if I wanted to take an over-the-counter antihistamine, that might help with the ear. But she said there's not an infection in there, so that's really good. So, bronchitis. Which I had a feeling, but the x-ray she did, she wants to make sure there's no pneumonia. I guess she didn't hear any pneumonia, but she just wants to make sure, because she could hear the wheezing. So now I'm heading back home and work for a little bit. I've been working from home this week because I don't want to give this to anybody else, if I have the option to work from home. And because that's how we got it, was my oldest got it from a coworker. Because I know it's like they always say, stay home if you're sick. Not everybody has that option, A lot of people don't get paid if they're out sick, or their place of employment kind of looks down on them if they call in sick, stuff like that. Things might have changed a little bit, with the whole COVID thing. where maybe employers won't get as pissy with their employees if they call in sick, but if you don't get paid for it, that's a hard thing to deal with, you know, especially when it's a cold. For some reason, it seems like colds just kind of hit me harder sometimes, because this isn't the first time I've had one end up being bronchitis, but you know, that's something that you can, antibiotics will help with it. So now I'm heading home. I think I said that already. I want to eat something. Oh, and then the other thing was my blood pressure was kind of high, but she thinks it's from the medicines that I'm taking. I'm taking like Tylenol cold and Mucinex, and she said both decongestants raise your blood pressure. So, but I have had some issues with the lower, like today my blood pressure was 142/100, and you don't want that lower number to be in the triple digits, and that's happened to me before, where my blood pressure, the low number has been higher, and so my cardiologist keeps an eye on it, and I have an at-home blood pressure monitor. Oh crap, the road is closed up here and I don't know how to get home, so I gotta turn around. Hopefully there's a driveway or something. There is. So I know how to get home, just, going. I was trying to go the back roads, but they're doing construction, so gotta go on the highway. So anyway, where was I going with that? I don't know. I have a cardiologist appointment on the 25th anyway, so I'll talk to him about it, and then I'm supposed to be taking my blood pressure with my blood pressure monitor at home more often than I do. I just don't think about it, and so I need to just get that out and be more diligent about doing that. She said once I stop taking the decongestants, then just monitor it and then let him know, which I have like an app on my phone where I would enter the blood pressure information. Sometimes I'm really good about it, sometimes I'm not, so I'm just gonna need to get better about it. But that was the other thing that she had some concern over, so I'll watch that. But anyway, now I'm gonna just get on the highway and head home. Got my prescriptions picked up. I got off work. It's 4:30 now, and they called and said no pneumonia. So my chest x-ray came up with no pneumonia, so just bronchitis and clogged ear now is ears, because this one has really started too, so yay. Hey guys, so today is Saturday and I have to get out of the house. I'm not contagious anymore, still taking my medicine and everything, and I'm not all the way well, but I feel a lot better. I put on some makeup today, tried to doctor my nose up a little bit because it looks pretty gnarly. I think from a distance I covered it pretty good, and then I wore a hat so then I can kind of put some shade on my face. But one of the medicines I'm on, it's not a Z-Pack, it's something different, but it's reminiscent of that, in that you take so many pills on day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that kind of thing. But the doctor and the pharmacist told me don't follow the directions on the thing, because it says like day 1 you take 6 pills, And on the thing it says take 2 in the morning, so many at lunch, at dinner, that kind of thing. And they're like, don't do that because this medicine causes really bad insomnia. And so they said start taking it the first day, all 6 pills early in the morning with food, because it could also make you nauseous. So Wednesday when I went to the doctor, I didn't take it that day because they said to take it in the morning, so I took it Thursday morning. And even though I took it early in the morning, Thursday night, I did not sleep, not one wink. I was up from about 6 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday until about 9 o'clock at night on Thursday. It was the weirdest thing because, and I didn't feel tired, but I also didn't feel like hyped up. I didn't feel like I was on speed or something. It's like it turned off the sleep sensors in your brain. I don't know. It was the weirdest thing. And then I was afraid the same thing was going to happen to me last night. And I was like, because by the end of the day yesterday, my eyes were burning like I hadn't had any sleep, but I didn't feel tired still. And so last night I did sleep. It was more, I woke up a bunch, like several times I woke up, but I still got sleep. And so I'm thinking, and then today I took it early in the morning again, so tonight hopefully everything will be normal, sleep-wise. It was just the weirdest thing. I've never had a medicine like that before. And then the other medicine says don't take with antacids. And I'm thinking it's telling you that because the stupid medicine gives you heartburn, or gives me heartburn, and then I guess if you take antacids, it's going to counteract whatever it's doing. So I figured that one out. I took it the first day, like I took it like in the evening, and then that night I had heartburn really bad. And then I took it in the evening again, and I had heartburn. But yesterday, I took it like at 2:15 in the afternoon. And so I didn't end up with heartburn, probably because I wasn't laying down and stuff. It's just weird. And then she said to take antihistamine for my ear because I still cannot hear out of this ear at all. It's like it feels like I have something shoved down inside there. It's just weird. But I took an antihistamine the first day, but then I didn't take it, I took it today, right before I left the house. Because I'm taking so much medicine right now because I have my heart medicine that I have to take, so, or my medicine that I take for that condition. And that's 3 pills and a low dose aspirin. So, and I take a probiotic and I take my calcium. So in the mornings I'm taking a blood pressure pill, my calcium, my probiotic, and then regular. And then in the evenings I have the aspirin, and then 2 other, a vasodilator and another pill that I take at night. So every day I have those. And then now with this new medicine, the first day I was supposed to take 2 pills of the heartburny kind and 6 of the other one that's supposed to help with the infection, the bronchitis. And if you add on top of that antihistamine, it was like, oh my God, how many things am I going to be taking? So, yeah, I feel like a drug addict with all this stuff. So what I decided to do today is go to Marshall's, because Marshall's is fun to walk around. I'm usually pretty good about just looking at a bunch of stuff, but not buying a ton of stuff. And I just wanted to get out of the house, and I don't think we're going to be kayaking. Well, I know we're not going to be kayaking this weekend because I still am getting out of breath pretty easily. And today, the weather's not going to get too terribly warm, and tomorrow it's supposed to get really super windy, and a bunch of wind is not good for kayaking. Makes it really difficult. And then plus Brian and I just wanted me to have a little bit more time to get well. So he never has gotten super sick, so I'm really happy about that. So I was afraid that his immune system would be down from, I told you guys he finally is done with the taxes, but he was working 7 days a week for weeks in a row, and that can really get you down and everything. And so he does have, or I think he's like over it already. For a couple of days he had a cough and a runny nose. So I'm the only one in the family that ended up with bronchitis, but I'd rather it be me than him. So, yeah. And I just worked from home the entire week because I didn't want to, be contagious to anybody. And even when I went to Walgreens to fill my prescriptions, I was wearing a mask. So, and we don't have to wear masks now, because COVID is gone like way super down where I live and everything. So that all the mask mandates are done. Even where I work, they stopped it. But just to, I don't want to give people a cold either, so I was wearing a mask at Walgreens. And then I don't think I'm going to today, because when I went to the doctor on Wednesday, she said I have bronchitis, and that's not contagious. So, but anyway, it's just been not a good week, illness wise. It's really bothering me how I can't hear out of this one ear. Every once in a while, I feel like maybe it's going to clear up. Like yesterday, it was Friday, so I was going to take a bubble bath and do a face mask and all that. And I did. But then as I was bending down, I had like a bubble bomb. And I was bent down over the tub and I was like squishing it up. And my ear started like making these noises. And I was thinking, oh, it's going to clear, it's going to clear. And then I kept like tilting my head and stuff, and it didn't. But hopefully it will soon, because that's really bugging me. Oh, and I found out a face mask is not a good idea when you have a big old sore under your nose, because it stings. But I just like pulled that part of the mask away. So I might look at their shower curtains, although I think, because I'm thinking about changing my shower curtain out for like a summery, springy one, but I already have a couple that would fit the bill for that. But if I find one that's just like beautiful, because Marshall's has really good deals on shower curtains, I might get it. I'm not sure. It would have to be like $10 or some, pretty low price. But the sun is shining today. It's supposed to eventually get up to hopefully like 63, So I've got a sweatshirt on. I didn't wear a jacket. I'm rebelling. And, actually I'm going to run into Ulta real quick. Marshall's is right here. The Ulta is down the street. And Essence makes this eyeshadow. It's only like $2.99. These little containers. And it's so good. Or at least the ones I've tried, they're really good for such a cheap price. And they have like a brown, like neutral version. There's a coral one I love the most. I'm gonna see if they have that. Eyeshadow's the last thing in the freaking world I need, but whatever. So yeah, was I gonna say something else? I don't remember. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in forever. So, just because this week's just been so weird. So, anyway, hopefully I can get my eyeshadow, and then I'm going to go to Marshall's. They had it. So, it must be a popular one because there was just a few left. And then there was another one. There was only 2 left, and I picked one of those up too. So, looks like that. It's $2.99. And then that's like the colors. So they're like, neutral browns. And then they had this one called My Rose Will Go On. This one's called Nothing Compares to Nude. The one that they have that's my favorite so far is called Coral Me Maybe. So Rose will go on, and it's kind of, you know, rosy. So that's what I got. So cool. So now on to Marshall's. There's Five Below over there, but I'm not going to go in there because it reminds me of what I was going to tell you guys a minute ago, and I forgot, was we can't go kayaking, but we could go walk like down by a lake or something. So we might do that later because Brian has some errands he needs to do. So he was going to do his stuff, and then maybe later we might go walk at the lake or something. So that was the other thing I was meaning to tell you guys, and I forgot, but I remembered when I was walking out. So, and there's a lot of people out today. I feel good just getting up and walking around more, you know. I'm trying to park like further away too, so I walk a little more. Because I didn't go to the gym this whole last week either because, one, I was contagious, and two, I can't imagine trying to walk for an hour on a treadmill and work out and stuff. So Marshall's time. Hey guys, so I'm home now. I figured I'd show you what I got. I got Brian, he said he needed some new shampoo, so I picked this up. Never tried this brand before, but it was at Marshall's, and it's like, says it's silver water and birch. It smelled really good though. It was over like in the men's section. So I got shampoo, and then I got him a couple of hand towels because he was wanting a couple of new hand towels for his bathroom, which probably could have just went through our closet and we have towels. And then I got this Goo Gone tape and sticker lifter. It's probably regular, like a lot like regular Goo Gone, but the main reason I got it was for the scraper thingy. So I got that, and then I did not buy a shower curtain, but I did buy a new shower curtain liner because I like to get the cloth liners instead of the plastic ones. And they're like, this one's a Lucky brand, and it was $8.99. They had them at $6.99, $7.99, and $8.99, but I liked the texture on this one. But I just really like the fabric shower curtain liners, because ours, like you can wash them too, but ours is getting kind of, it's been washed and stuff, so the strings are starting to come out and everything. And then I got this. You guys know how I like to take bubble baths on Fridays and stuff. These are bubbling bath salts, and it came with 4 of them, and it was only $3.99. There's like Unicorn Dreams, Mermaid Goals, Beach Bum, and Champagne Wishes, and they have things like Moroccan oil, jojoba oil, coconut oil, and honey in them. So, and then I got some popcorn. This one says it's truffle, herb, and Parmesan cheese flavor. I just thought it sounded interesting. You guys know how I love popcorn. So that's what I got at Marshall's. And then Ross is right next door, so I went over there and walked around, and I just got a shirt because I thought it was really pretty. It was $8. And it's got like a little tie at the bottom. I just really liked the colors and the design and the little pocket. Yeah, $8.50. But oh, and I liked the sleeves too. How they're like a little rolled. Get down. He just jumped on the kitchen table. He knows he's not allowed to do that, and he hasn't been doing that for the longest time. And then for some reason, starting yesterday, he started doing it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Brian's doing just a little bit of yard work. Or that's what I got. He's doing just a little bit of yard work, doing a bug treatment and a weed and feed, I think. And he replaced our porch light because it burned out a couple days ago. And then we're gonna go for a walk and then maybe go eat somewhere. So that's what's, and I'm actually getting really tired. So I'm gonna go put my stuff up and then just rest for a little bit while I wait for him to get done. So that's what I got at Marshall's and Ross. We're gonna try Crumble cookies for the very first time. So I got a New York cheesecake. Brian's got the chocolate.
Classic chocolate chip.
Classic chocolate chip. His cookies are huge. A plus for the cheesecake one is really good.
Chocolate
They're
chip
very,
good.
very good. We could only eat half of our cookies. We actually bought a dozen. $32 for a dozen cookies. But the reason we did that is because Brian's going to take some to his buddy Frank. We got them for the kids, and then we wanted to try some other flavors. We didn't know they were going to be so huge.
You could split one.
Yeah, we could only eat half our cookies, but oh my god.
Well, I haven't had any dinner. All I've had is like snacks all day, so I need to go get some protein.
I got one that's called a berry. It looks like it's got blueberries in the dough, and then like, oh man. And then we got these ones called waffle, and they came with a little thing of syrup.
Yeah, they're waffle, and they come with syrup.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Hey guys, so it's Sunday. I just got done sweeping out the foyer because we feed the birds like those black sunflower seeds, and on windy days, like the shells from the seeds get up in our front foyer, so swept that out and swept the rug and did all that, and I'm sitting here having my second cup of coffee, and Brian just left. He's going over to Frank's because he's helping him build some shelves, or bookcases, and I'm not planning on going anywhere today. I need to do laundry, and then I think I might play some Nintendo. I bought Luigi's Mansion, which is a game I played on, I don't remember if I played it on the Wii or the GameCube, or maybe it was just the 3DS. And it was really fun, so I have it for the Switch, but I bought it like 2 years ago and I've never played it, so I might play that and just kind of take it easy today because I feel almost like I overdid it a little bit yesterday. Even though I was feeling kind of better, I started like having to use my inhaler and stuff, so, but I got my fancy like Applebee's t-shirt on, and it's supposed to get up to like 77 today, but it's going to be really super windy. So I kind of wanted to go to the Dollar Tree because they might be getting their summer stuff out, and I wanted to get like a couple of like those little windsock things to put in the like carport where we have the sea-doo and the kayaks to kind of, you know, deter birds. Just something spinning. But I don't know, I kind of don't really feel like it. And like I said, I gotta do laundry, and I'm planning on going back in to the building to work tomorrow. I don't know, I'm still coughing, but I already worked from home for a whole week, and I feel like that kind of, like, I don't know, brings me down a little bit, like, since I'm not getting up and moving and stuff as much. So, I don't know, I'll have to make up my mind by how I feel later. I still can't hear out of this damn ear. That's bugging me probably worse than anything. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap the vlog up for the week so then I can get it uploading while I start some laundry. And hopefully by next week I'll be all the way better again. So, but anyway, thanks for spending another week with me, guys. Bye.